Hello YouTube world, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to make a review of Falcon action figure. And this Falcon, once again, like the previous action figures that I showed you in my last videos, this action figure of Falcon belong to Civil War action figures series, like the other videos that you have seen in my channel. And this is the front of the packaging, and again this is the back feature of this packaging, right? So yeah, and this is the Falcon that we are going to review this time. And this Falcon is also a bootleg action figure, but yeah, bootleg with a great quality. And yes, there's so many negative also that we can see, but yeah, for a bootleg with this kind of quality, it is really looks great. And with that wings of Falcon, I can say that this action figure is not bad, and it's something that we can still appreciate. So yeah, let's try to examine this action figure closely. And let's take off the wings of Falcon, and let's take aside the stand, and let me adjust the camera. Oh, yeah, that's it. So actually there's so many negatives about these action figures, but for the most part I still like it, right? And yeah, adjust the camera. Yeah, it's actually dark, so our camera is struggling to see and focus the action figure. So what can you say about the appearance of this Falcon? It really look great on the camera, right? So yeah, when it comes to the sculpt of the head of this Falcon, it really look great. And wow, I think it's accurate, right? The profile of the face of this action figure, really great. And I like the details, and there's so many details that we can appreciate with this action figure. The red paint here is really great, and there's also details on the chest of this Falcon. And yeah, the sunglasses, the ribbon, kind of Google, and his eyes is actually great, right? And he has this protector on his right shoulder and on the left. And I think, yeah, they painted it well, sculpted it well, and really great, looked good. And on this part of his hand is, yeah, it looks okay. And I love how they painted that detail, that red color, right? Because yeah, it takes a good yeah, it takes a good painter for you to paint that kind of detail, right? The thin red color, you must be a good painter so you can do that. And it looks, the glove looks good. And on the other hand, so this protector on this forehand of Falcon is more longer than the other one. And I don't know, I didn't observe that detail in the movie, but perhaps, yeah, right, because on this part where he operate the good weapons hidden at the back of his at the back of Falcon, of his gadget, right, where also his wings are being hidden. So yeah, I think it looks good, and also the gloves, and there's also details here on his belly. Yeah, I like that, right? And there's little wrinkles here on his pants, and that details on Falcon shoes. It's also great. So it's actually good looking figure, and it has also a printed model 2016 under the feet of this action figure, and this is how this action figure looks like behind. There's so much details right at the back of Falcon, and I really like that. I like that. And he has the belt, and at the side he has these accessories which I don't know what's that, and on the other side also he has also maybe a magazine for his gun, right? But this Falcon action figure has no handgun. That I hope this action figure has a handgun, so he has something to use, right? But it has no handguns. So it's actually a good looking figure, right? And this is how it looks like at the back of this figure, and just few details here at the back of his pants, a little few wrinkles, but it's nice and it really looks good. And the color, right, how they painted this action figure, is actually look great. I actually like it, right? And by way of articulation, you can actually rotate the head of this Falcon, and it cannot actually look up. You cannot make it look up even a bit. You cannot, oh, you cannot also make it look down even a bit. And there is no head pivot. The head is solidly intact, so you cannot move it. Just you can only rotate it 360. You can rotate the hands of this Falcon 360. It can move sideward just that far, and it has also a bicep swivel, a fade bicep swivel. Why? Because it's stuck on the, what you call this, on the protector of at the shoulder of Falcon. So yeah, what's the use of it, right? You can only rotate it a bit, just that. You can also move, but you cannot actually rotate, and like this one. And I think that the disappointing about this action figure. And you can bend the elbow. It's a double jointed elbow, and you can also, right, bend that elbow, double jointed elbow, and that's good. And you can twist the rest of this action figure. You cannot move it up and down. It has articulation on the chest, and you can move it up and down, side by side. Yeah, you can actually rotate it, right, a bit, and I think that's good. And there's no articulation on the waist, and it can kick that far, and I like that. You can kick that far, and you can also make this action figure kick that far. And it has also a double jointed knee, and you can bend the knee that far, and on the other knee also can can bend that far, and you can split, make the two legs of this action split that far. So good. And there's no articulation here on his foot. So yeah, what can you say about this action figure? And there's only one thing that I have noticed about this action figure. When you make a motion, if you make this action figure kick that, what will gonna happen is that when you put the feet back into position, this what will happen, right? You cannot make this feet back into position. Why? Look at that. That's the problem. The problem is that the feet, the leg is being stuck there. So if you're going to force this feet to back into position, you will going to break this action figure. So what we're going to do is that when you make this action figure kick, you have to be aware when you want to put this feet back into position, you must fix it first, like that, right? So yeah, and that's another disappointing part about this action figure, but somehow this action figure looks good, right? And I just want to apologize if you can hear someone's knocking or someone's doing, I don't know, but this action figure is so great, right? Looks good. And yeah, he has the two wings, and look at that, the details is actually impressive for a bootleg, right? Look good. Look at that details. Good. And he has these other wings also, and at the edge of this you can see that there's part of it like this, and this is the part where you are going to attach at the back of Falcon. Okay, so at the back of Falcon, you can see here that two sides of his gadget here, and these wings is where you put, that's it, right? And the other wings, that's it. And this is how the Falcon looks like, the back standing with wings, right? And I think it looks good, right? The wings of Falcon is actually look good, and this is how it looks like in front. So I think good, right? But again, because you cannot make his hand outward that far, I wish this Falcon can hold the wings, right? The handle at his wing, but you can't do that because it's really limited, so it can't reach that. Or maybe yeah, you cannot also adjust the wing of this Falcon, but anyway, you can move the wing if you want, right? That's it. Or like this. So somehow that's a good feature about this action figure, but you cannot make this Falcon action figure hold his wings, right? And it has also no handgun accompanied with this action figure, so there's no gun to use. So yeah, what can you say about this action figure? And if you like this action figure, just hit like, and don't forget to subscribe. So thank you for watching my video.